Today we climb the highest mountain in Ireland. In this video we explore the beautiful Killarney National Park to see if Ireland has mountains that are really worth your time. And we meet up with our friend Jack to get a local's perspective on why Killarney should be added to your Ireland itinerary. Don't forget to go back and watch our previous videos from Ireland, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our upcoming adventures.
My favorite thing we've done in Ireland.
Today's going to be a great day because we met up with one of our friends that we actually met while traveling in Thailand. But he's from Ireland, so right now we are in Killarney, which is on the southern part of Ireland, and we are hiking the tallest mountain in Ireland, which in American standards, as far as elevation, is not actually that high. It's like, I think 1,000 meters or like 3,000 feet. But it's still going to be a good challenge today, and if you can see behind me here, you can actually see it. So see the really pointed one there that looks really epic? That's where we're going. So we actually have quite a long ways to go, being that we're basically starting from 0 feet all the way up to 3,000 feet. And Jack, our friend, told us that there's one particular part that's going to be a good challenge. So should be a great day, and excited to bring you along. I also forgot to mention that the name of this mountain is called Carrauntoohil, which I'm probably saying that wrong. Jack has had to correct me like 4 times already. It honestly feels like we're hiking in a movie right now. I don't know if you can see behind me, there's a ridge, and right near the top of the ridge, there's like sheep walking. It's like, it is amazing how green everything is. There's a stream right below me here. Wow, it is gorgeous. You know, to be quite honest with you, I didn't really picture Ireland, or I didn't really know that Ireland was like a hiking destination. But as we found moving throughout the country, there is a ton of great hikes. Mostly because of the way the country is shaped. So they compare it to a soup bowl, where in the center of the country, it's very marshy and wet, and then the edges kind of rise up and create either like the Cliffs of Moher or these mountains here on the edge of the country. So there actually is a ton of great places to get amazing hikes here in Ireland.
Get a stone on there.
I gotta get a stone. Stone for good luck. Jack is Irish, and you do what he says for the luck. Just because.
But it's similar, like bog. Have you heard of bog?
Like
I have heard of bog, but...
No, like so. In Ireland you find like bogs, and people like you cut it up into these like little logs, and that's what we burn in the fire, like coal. It's like our coal, yeah. But it's like similar.
Does it burn good?
Yeah, really, and there's a nice smell of it. You might, if we go into Killarney, the pubs might be burning it or something.
I should probably take a second to introduce our friend Jack.
Hey guys.
He's our favorite Irish friend.
They're only Irish friends.
My only Irish friend, officially. Maybe we're just friends with him. He's not friend. No. Anyway, we're stopping for a little break here, and next we're going to head up what's called the Devil's Ladder, which I can tell is going to be much different from the beginning of our hike. You can see behind me here. I don't think the camera captures it very well, but it's basically straight up. Should be fun. Boom. Here we go, up the Devil's Ladder. Jack's leading the way because he's the expert.
We've got a lot of trust in Jack.
Our only advice from him was, don't stand too close to the person behind you because a rock might fall on your head. So, I'm gonna take that advice. Look at who joined us. I see why they call this the Devil's Ladder. Woo! Climbing on all fours. Now we're starting to get the views here. Woo! Whew.
There's a mountain out there. Landing with the sheep.
Okay, made it up Devil's Ladder. Put the jacket on because it's starting to get cold. It's got some exposure, but that's where we're headed.
So this is the McGillicuddy Reeks, is the mountain range.
Perfect. I had Jack say that because I can't say it. But anyway, this mountain range is quite impressive. Nobody ever told me Ireland had such like a mountainous landscape. I was expecting more hills, and these look like something that you'd see in, you know, Colorado. It's quite impressive. But thank you, Jack, for saying that name. Interpreter, he's my interpreter. So I can do Ireland justice. Clouds are rolling in, as you can see behind me. We're getting up towards the top. We'll see if we have a view at the top. The weather can be very hit or miss here in Ireland. Meg, how's the hike so far?
It's great. I love it. It's my favorite thing we've done in Ireland.
Yeah, this is right up our alley. Gotta love a good hike. Woo! Here, I touched across the summit. Woo! Wow. Here we are. Highest point in Ireland.
That's really cool.
Very,
fun.
very cool.
Jack was a good guide.
He was a good guide. So how many times you can say you've been to the highest point of a country?
I know, it's fun.
Here you go, touch the cross.
I'm trying. My legs are so tired.
Touch the cross the summit.
It's very hard.
Good job.
Woo!
Good stuff. High five.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We all made it.
I just sit.
I know. For a moment.
I'm not like tired. My legs are just tired. They're going like an inch between.
Irish butter. The best.
So as a reminder, this summit is actually only like 3,000 feet. But to be quite honest, it really doesn't feel like that. It really feels like a proper mountain, especially being that you basically start at sea level. Even though in the US, if you were to say, oh, it's 3,000 feet, they'd be like, psh, 3,000 feet, come on. But it really feels like a proper mountain and a really like true summit hike. So, all right, let's see what the Devil's Ladder is like on the way down.
Just wait for me at the bottom.
Oh boy, here we go. My hiking team has convinced me to put this camera away, so you won't get any footage of this. It's the right thing to do. We're doing it. Only a couple falls, but nothing major. If you're curious to know why the sheep here have like paint on them, we were told this on one of our tours that that's their way of identifying them. Because there's no predators in Ireland, like zero, no coyotes, no bears, nothing that will eat the sheep, the farmers just let them roam free, and their way of identifying them is they put, like, basically it looks like spray paint on them, which is kind of funny when you think about it. But every sheep you see has like these spray painted colors on them, and that's why, because they just let them roam. There's no predators, so I'm sure they actually live a pretty good life, being that they're not in a cage or in a fence or anything like that. Made it back to the bottom about 4.5 hours later from the start to finish. And Meg, would you recommend it?
100%. Apparently it's not a big tourist thing, like mostly locals do it, which I love, but I would totally recommend if you're in Killarney to look it up, do some hiking.
Yeah, it's great because you don't get a ton of like tour groups or anything like that. It's basically just local people. It's a really kind of popular place, kind of a benchmark for the local people to check off their list. But Carrauntoohil, you're a great hike. Now I think we're gonna go get some food. Let's go.
Is that how it's supposed to be? Yeah.
Yeah, they're already. It's not like an IPA.
All right, trying Guinness for the first time. Jack said I have to. Golf it?
Golf it.
Like a big drink. That's not a big drink.
That was a big drink for me.
For not thinking you'll like it. I didn't know.
It's actually not as, it's not as harsh as I thought it was going to be.
We're both like, no more fire.
So we got our ice cream in, we got our lunch in. Now you guys are gonna get some bonus footage in this video because we're gonna head to a waterfall here in Killarney. Here we are, Torc Waterfall. It was much bigger than I was expecting. Now we are at the Muckross House, which is an old English house. Look at this beautiful spot. So there's the house behind me. And there's the lake behind me on this side. And also the weather could not be more perfect. This place is so dreamy. I just saw a horse and carriage drive by. This weather, that house, the mountains. What an absolutely epic day. We climbed to the tallest mountain, tallest point in Ireland. We got a great lunch. We went to a waterfall and we saw the Muckross estate or castle. It was a super beautiful day with great weather, but I think more importantly, and probably the memory we're gonna take away from this most, was hanging out with our friend Jack. What a treat it was, and to be honest with you, that's maybe one of the better things about traveling that doesn't get captured on camera that much, and that is meeting people along the way. And Jack is super, super nice, showing us around his home country, telling us stories along the way from when he grew up. It really just made for an unbelievable day. And Jack, we can't thank you enough. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed the adventure, and we will see you in the next one. Everybody, this is Elmo. He is our Airbnb host.
Elmo.
Elmo. Elmo's been a great host thus far. Right, Elmo?
Oh.
He's good. He's a good boy.
Watch him open. We're getting it together. Really, you're not doing anything. I'm getting it. I know. Oh, you think you're doing it. You're not. It's me. That's why you're my buddy.
In our next video, we start what is going to be a 5-part series documenting our journey to Everest Base Camp. This was for sure the most epic thing we have ever done. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button because you will not want to miss any of this experience.